What's up YouTube? It's Andy from TeamTrinityDrive bringing in another deck profile today. Today we're going to do Spike Brothers, and this is the Dudley, most people call it the Dudley Takedown. So let's go ahead and start. So first we got our starter, Mecha Trainer, pulls back just like Lizard Soldier Conroe with his ability where you counterblast one, go search out a grade 1, put it in your hand. Very good starter. I wouldn't recommend anything else. Next we got our trigger lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 silence jokers. This trigger is particularly good for the end ability of Dudley Emperor. You put it into your soul and you turn the damage face up. So really good card. Let's see. Next we have our second crit. And it's Sonic Breaker, just a standard 5k crit, nothing special about that. Next, I run the stand. I do not run the stands, I run the draws in this deck because it negs you quite a bit with the Dudley Emperor ability. But 4 cheerful links. And of course, we have 4 heals. Next, we have our grade 1 lineup, and in this deck, I'm playing 4 perfect guards. You know, pretty staple, no explanation why. 4 Wonder Boy, 8k Vanilla, no explanation there as well. Okay, now we have Medical Manager, 4-0 as well. He's really good because he also soul charges when he's placed on Vanguard or Rear Guard. So that also charges up for Dudley Emperor's effect. Next we have 3 Reckless Express. He's also part of the Dudley Emperor ability where you soul blast one and he gets plus 5,000 until the end of turn. So it just boosts him another 5k, but at the end of that turn he shuffles back into your deck. So I'll get more into that tech in a little bit when I get to the grade 3 lineup. Grade 2s, I have 2 Fierce Leader Zachary. He is Soul Blast 1 and you draw a card when he hits and then you shuffle him back into your deck. Next we have 4 High Speed Baki. He is the same thing as I said earlier, where the Soul Blast 1 he gets plus 5,000. So it puts him at a 14k for an attack. He's really good. A lot of people like to run him in a couple different decks because he has no specific requirement for Vanguard. So Soulless, you will use him as well as some other decks. So last on the grade 2s, Treasured Black Panther, 10k Vanilla. And because it's a beatdown deck, I always recommend 10ks. Now we have our grade 3 lineup, and it starts with 4 Dudley Emperor, the main tech of this deck. His ability is Limit Break 4, Counterblast 2, and take 2 Spike Brothers from your hand. Put them into your soul, and when this unit attacks a Vanguard, so upon the action, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 Spike Brothers, call them to separate open rear guards, and shuffle your deck. I'll get into the Dudley Rush ability in 1 second after I bring in the last grade 3, 4 Juggernaut Maximum. He also has the ability Soul Blast 1. He gets plus 5,000 and shuffles in at the end of the turn. So this deck is really good. How the ability works is you have him on Vanguard if you're at Limit Break, and you'll have, let's say, 2 of these, and then let's say your back row of 8Ks. So what you would do is first attack with him, Soul Blast, and he would be a 16k attack. Second, and then you immediately shuffle him back in. Second, you will Soul Blast with him, not boosting with either of them, and get another 16k attack in. Okay, now use his ability. Take 2 cards from your hand upon the boost in Counterblast, and he, if you have an 8k booster, is 21k because he also has the ability when he's boosted, you get plus 3,000 to the end of that battle. You immediately, with that ability, either go get Juggernaut Maximum or Bakis to put back on there, depending on if you need more guards, depending on who you're playing. Like if you're playing against a you know, like a Silent Tom or something, you might want a grade 2 Interceptor just for his ability. But that attack will, you know, go. You have your drive check, So, you know, you could potentially boost these even higher. And then you have your last attack with each of these. You won't use the soul charge unless you absolutely think you can push for game. But you make these huge rows because he's an 11k by himself. So with the 8k, that's 19. And any boosts or anything like that. So you go in for 5 attacks on one turn. That is the Dudley Rush. And most of the time, it either will win you a game, or it'll take your opponent to the point where they have no guards for next turn. So it really puts them in a high pressure moment. Especially, I mean, you've done it a couple of times where I've tech rear guards with these on the first strike. That way I can take out some, you know, supporting interceptors or anything like that. So this deck is really good. I'm thinking about using it in this tournament season. You know, there's always lots of stuff that you always go back and forth on. But that's going to be all for this deck profile, guys. Remember to like, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.